Okay, so we're live now. Okay. So Starknet React is a React library. It helps interact with Starknet. It uses Starknet.js under the hood, but it also uses some other libraries to make it easy for you. It just makes things easy. That's what we're going to be using in this class. Then there is Starknet Kits. Starknet Starknet Kit is a wallet kit. It's focused on how to connect wallets to apps. That's what Starknet is. It's not exactly like Starknet React. It's not Starknet React that does basically everything. No Starknet React doesn't do everything. The Starknet kit is focused on wallet connection, disconnection, using your wallet to sign messages, anything that you need your wallet to do. Starknet kit is your guide. Although you can also use ordinary Starknet React to do those things. Then you have then apart from that, you also have scaffolds. What scaffolds do for you is that the scaffold gives you the full starter templates. So in one code base, these scaffolds arrange your smart contracts and front end in one code base. They have different abilities. For example, scaffold stack. When you build your scaffold stack comes with Starknet DevNets automatically. I believe you heard of Starknet DevNets. So once you build your contracts, you can actually deploy to DevNets and your front end will update based on what's inside the contract. Yeah, that's one that works on Starknet scaffolds. And you have scaffold stack. So it's scaffold stack that does the front end adaptation of contracts. Starknet scaffold gives a simpler approach. It just gives you everything for you to do. I don't know. Some people love scaffolds, but I don't really like scaffolds. So among these two, the one I use more personally, I use Starknet scaffold more because Starknet scaffold does not, it just gives you a front end folder and contract folder. And then it gives you some commands to run some things. But it does not give you a particular way you must write it. And me, I don't like things that give me a particular way to write. I like it. So who knows? You might like any of them. It's okay to use me. This is documentation of stuff with stuff. And yes, this is documentation to stuff with stuff. So yeah, that's it for 3 months. So in order to um, write our front end today, you're going to need your code editor, which is vscode. I believe everybody here has it. You need Node.js installed. If you don't have, does anybody here have Node.js? Anybody? you need your Node.js, you need your RPC URL. Although there is one you can use that you can there's one you can copy from Ant to use. I think I've mentioned it before for the clips. And then you need your contract address that the address of the contract that you're connecting with. You need API and then some startup page. So this is basically all you need. So we can actually start coding right away. Before we start, does anybody have any questions? Anybody?
Sorry, sir, please can you go back to the last slide? I want to just take a screenshot.
Let's put this slide.
Then the previous one.
I want to show it to your friends.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I've screenshotted it.
So, does any other person have any question? Shall we start right now? Daniel, Mario, nobody has any question. So, who has no JS in school? Who has no JS in So I'm just going to go ahead and well, if if you want to open it, somebody have the So this is what I'm going to use for today's class. So let me show you the chat. I'm supposed to know how to fork a repository or at least how to build a repository. Does anybody know how to? How the cute answers asking. Does anyone know how to build a repository? I'm just going to consider. So I have cloned the repository I sent to. So I've cloned the repo I sent, and this is what is inside. It's actually a simple contract. So mind you, before I begin this, I'm just going to say is that this week we are doing what we had for go week 7 and week 8. Oh, the man is broken. Well, I said I just want to show you what we have inside this review. It's a very small thing. It's just a smart contract I wrote for a particular election. Um, the deployer is the owner, and only the deployer can permit the election to begin, stuff like this. So yeah, I have struct candidates. Can everybody see my scope? All right. I have struct candidates, candidate inputs, voting checks. Wow, I wrote this like 8 months ago. I have election status, this is my contracts. I'm storing candidates, whether the person has, whether any voter has voted, total number of candidates, total number of voters, sorry, owner, election status, and existing candidate items. So there is a nominate function, and it's to nominate a particular candidate. There is the batch nominate function to nominate a list of candidates. There is cast votes. There is the on cast votes. There is the start election. Only the owner can call this function. There is get all candidates, get a particular candidates, suspend election, disqualify candidates, count votes, and end election. I should have put resume election. And then this generates ID. What it does is it's do I need to explain this? I think I should. What this generate ID does is I was worried that I don't want to use incremental IDs for each candidate, like naming this candidate one, candidate. Because if I had done it, say one person wants to nominate Mario Alex, person can write Mario Alex, and then another person comes again. I want to nominate him again. I didn't want it to be able to happen. So this function completes a Poseidon hash on the first name and the last name, so that anybody that tries to nominate a candidate and the hash is equal to this, the function will reverse candidate already nominated, something like that. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the front end. This, okay, I told you, Starknet stuff comes with contracts, DevNets, and front end. I don't want to use DevNets. I want to use Starknet Simple. And I don't know if I still have the files to this. So I might deploy it to using function when we get there. You can see that this is giving me red line signal. This is actually giving me red line signal. And when you clone the project into your local machine first cd into this front end folder and npm install. So what this npm install, it's a command, is going to go into this package.json. This package.json is just like your JavaScript version of Scrap.html. It defines the name of the um name of the, defines the name of the project you are working on, the version, the scripts, the dependencies, just like the Scrap.html. I forgot something. npm install legacy. So some of the dependencies with Starknet React are actually broken. So I have to install this week. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change the versions of this because this was used 8 months ago and Starknet React has upgraded a lot since that. So I'm going to come here, Starknet React. They actually have version 5 now, sharply. Let's just go with this one. Oh, no, I'm going with this 5. Okay. So before I start explaining um Starknet part of this, I think I should walk you through what a front end project looks like. How many people here are front end developers? Is anybody here a front end developer?
Yeah.
Well,
That's Next.js. You're using Next.js for that.
So I'm just going to wait for this thing to finish. Okay, while this is going, the particular framework used for this is called Next.js. So that is the Next.js project. So it contains your TS config. If you are using TypeScript, your TS config.json, the package of JSON is most important here. I've told you what it does. It defines all the packages, their versions, all the dependencies, and the scripts that can run within it. Also defines dev dependencies. You have your package lock. Your package lock is auto-generated from your package of JSON. It's kind of locks the particular versions of each package that you are using. You have your next config. All these ones come with Next.js. Okay, this is Shardcn. Shardcn just gives you components to use. Although I don't think I used any Shardcn components at the end. This is your dot env dot example using my alchemy. This is your env dot example. Then you have your source code. You might not always have a source code, but you always have an app and you have your page, your layouts, and some other things. Your layout is the, I'm going to call it background, right? Is what everything rests to. So your page is the child of the layout. Like if my layout is this entire screen, a particular page might just be this. A particular page might just be, I can have this thing as my layout, including this sidebar and everything. And then a particular page is just what you see inside here. That's how the web is built. That's why on some apps you can have navigation bar at the top and the switch between different menus is because the navigation bar is built into the layout, just like this. You can switch between different tabs. That's what I mean. So that was basically the structure of the next app. Why is this thing doesn't slow down? So I'm going to run this npm run page. In order to use npm, you must have Node.js installed. I'm going to install Node.js on the VS basis in the code. So for those of us using WSL, can install Node.js right after the class.
But sir, what if you have
So
Node.js on
this is
your?
now running on local hosts, right?
It is, sir.
3,000 because here it's specified by running on 3,000. So I'm just going to look for it to remember. Chinedu, I can hear you. What's your question?
I was saying, what if you have Node.js not on that WSL? Because I think that WSL is being installed on that
So
folder
this is
where.
how it looks. I already interacted with this contract, so I'm going to deploy a new one. So I'm going to deploy a new one. Okay. Trade, you were raising your hand. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I'm saying about what if I have Node.js already? Do I need to install it inside as WSL?
Hello?
I'm saying something. I said I have Node.js already. Do I need to install it
I can't
in
hear you.
beta?
Sir. Can anybody hear me? Is it my net?
Maybe it's your network or something in garage. Jesus Christ.
Can you like install
Oh,
Node.js
yes.
WS instead of
Sorry, come again. My
Okay,
computer was on.
I was saying I have Node.js already on my system, my PC. Do I need to install it in that
Yes.
WSL?
You only if you want to write types with your WSL. You know, your WSL is like almost another operating system.
Yeah.
So if you want to use JavaScript in your PC, then you need to install the tools. Or but you can also use it on your regular computer.
Mm, okay.
I
Okay.
have it in the so any other question?
No, no, no.
Mhm.
Oh, excuse me. Sir, are you hearing me?
I can hear you.
It's than using Next.js. Hope it's still like something.
Sorry?
I can use React either now than using Next.js.
Yeah, you can use it.
Okay.
Some things change. I'm sure you know how to configure the React apps. So there are some things that it's kind of different. It's basically the same.
Okay.
So
Okay.
nothing gets different. So as I said, what this app is just a simple voting dashboard. So you can connect to wallets, they start elections, spend elections, end election counts, and stuff like that. Then what's it called? These are candidates that have disqualified. I use just is absolutely so I'll go into my front end now. Starting page. I have sidebar and people. Sidebar and people. So I'll go into my site. You don't have to go into my site actually. For the phone. This is my tables where the main action. Uh, the table is just use the table names and then just these are like this sharp. So what I did, right? This table you see here, this data is actually not fetched from the blockchain. Do you understand? I wrote a dummy, I wrote a dummy array here, candidates with 6 people. and I rendered it here within the page.css. That's just what it is. I did this as the skeleton. Since I know how the data from my contract is going to look like, I just made a mock-up, made a dummy, and used it to render my UI how it's supposed to be. So the goal is now when my smart contract is ready, when I'm ready to space my smart contract, instead of taking the data from here, instead of taking it from here, I'm now going to fetch the data from contract. Does anybody understand?
Can you come again?
I said this is my data. This is my data.ts. I use this to define a dummy array.
Okay.
I wrote 6 different candidates: Yamal Lamin, Utan One, and Lopez, Vinicius Junior. I just imagined the Ballon d'Or setup. Florian Wirtz. Anyway, I imagined the Ballon d'Or setup and I put the candidates in an array. Why I did it like this is I know what I'm supposed to expect from my smart contracts. That was actually like how to think like a front-end developer. You know the kind of what a smart contract does just this is gives you access to blockchain data and it enables you to write in the blockchain. So you know in this case, I know the kind of shape of data I'm expecting from my contract. That's an array like this where I can render the ranking or the list of candidates in a group, right? So I made a dummy so that I can make my front end of this. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to now fetch the data from the blockchain with it. Starknet scaffold. Starknet scaffold comes with, before I continue, Starknet scaffold, although also as well as Carbon Stack, they come with automatic wallet connection. So they have connect buttons that you can just use like that without needing to build your own custom connect button. So this is the default connect button for Starknet scaffold. Once I click on it, I can see agents, bravos, agent web bullets, and agent mobile. Can decide to use my bravos. I don't think I have an RPC or something is wrong with the provider. Something must be wrong with my provider. But in order, so they have explained what this is. What I'm doing here is I'm just rendering Dominic. Like, this is supposed to be the start election button, suspend, end election account votes. This is supposed to refresh this table with new candidates. This is what you click on to nominate the new candidates. And this is stats showing 1 to 5 or 6%. Like if mine was on this page now, we need to press next. So before I continue, though, is there any question?
Yes, I have a question concerning the number of votes. Lami Yama has 6 votes and he has a check, but Vinicius Junior has 9 votes, higher than 6, and he showed error.
These qualification status, whether they are qualified or not. I'm the one that wrote it, and I don't like my hips. I wrote qualified as false.
Okay, I understand.
So, what I'm going to do is, in order to do Starknet React, right, the first thing you do, I told you what wraps everything in your what wraps everything you have is a layout. So you have to come to the layouts, right? And then you wrap it with the Starknet provider. This is the most important thing to do when you want to use Starknet layouts. Any components that is not wrapped around Starknet layouts, around the Starknet provider, you cannot use Starknet layouts in that components. That's just how it is. It's not like that with Starknet.js. That one is a raw JavaScript line. It's not beautiful. This is how that's how it's done. It's Starknet. So this is my Starknet provider. You can just come over here. Everything is good. You can just come over here. Starknet. That's what this was. Although since I use scaffold stack came with this particular config file. I'm not the one creating it. Scaffold stack came with this particular environment. So I just want to update this. So Starknet scaffold actually came in this. But the first thing you have to do is you wrap your entire app within Starknet's config or Starknet provider. Then you have your wallets. Your wallets, there are helpers in the wallets that turn the Starknet. Like you have functions like use connect, use disconnect, use accounts. Those also are regarding your wallet, regarding the particular account that's connected to the app. And all these things are made for the browser, right? So that's actually how this connected wallet works. But we don't have our provider yet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the provider. Oh, oh. So the Starknet config has these properties. You have the connectors. That's the connectors that you want to set in. The connectors are your wallets. So you have agents, you have bravos, you have Kepler. There can be there are different wallets. So you can have many different connectors. That's why imported agents, imported bubbles, those are the website which this are the web wallet connector on agent provider. There are additions from Starknet Cafe. I told you I created this project Starknet Cafe. Um, so most of everything inside this file it's created for me. Now this provider is not working because first of all I don't have my .env, and second of all this .env.example, and second, yeah, that's it. It cannot read any API from here, and it needs the API key to set the provider. So I have to create my .env. I go directly. Just, but I don't think there is need for this. What I'm just going to do is save this. Command sounds, command sounds. Command sounds. Command sounds. I'm going to leave just okay. So I need an RPC or an ANK has one. Okay. I just want to, instead of doing this, I'm going to come here. This is it. So, yeah. That's sorry, some of these changes is because the tooling on Starknet has changed. This project was done 8 months ago. So, um, so I'll list this. This one is on. Sign like this. So these are the kind of properties that the Starknet config expects. Your Explorer, your preferred Explorer. You can use Starkscan or you can use Voyager. I personally prefer Voyager. Everybody knows by now. This is my provider. This auto connect determines whether um whether what will happen. My start bid is long. This auto connect determines whether any connector, like any wallet, is going to connect automatically back to the smart contract when it connects. Like say uh, I I've been inactive in my browser and my wallet is connected from an app. If this auto connects, that means whether when I go back to the app, my wallet connects immediately. So yes, that's it. Now that now that I've configured my provider right with a correct RPC. So let me just verify this. I hope it's not. Now I've corrected my RPC. Um, state. Let me do this. Let me use this. My distance, my connect button should work now. I believe. So some of this thing has changed. I really thought that this. Is anybody with me? Is anybody still? Am I
Yeah,
talking?
yeah.
So see what's going to happen. These the tools used in that project are very, very relatively old, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the tools to what we currently have in Starknet this evening. And then tomorrow we're going to continue this class. What we are going to do, we're not going to spend too much time on the front end. It's just tomorrow that we're going to use. We're going to learn how to connect wallets. Okay, we're basically going to learn how to read and write to the blockchain using Starknet React. And then from Wednesday, we're now going to start a new project where together we're going to write from the contracts to the front end, a complete project. Like this is not going to be any random voting dashboard. Like this is going to be a real project, something like an NFT marketplace. Are you with me? So I think I should end this class here. And in the meantime, I'm, I'm going to let me share the link to the slides. You can go through it. The documentation to the various tools is contained in the slides. I assure you this week is going to be difficult but interesting. So this is going to be difficult to do. I'm going to do a lot this time. Part of it is that I'm trying to we were supposed to do a front end last week. Some things happened and I was not able to do it. So I'm trying to cover up both of 700 cases. So we're going to be meeting every single day. So that we'll do this front end and do our projects and performance on very similar things. This was a nice class. Here we introduce you to frontends and Starknet libraries you can use to write it. You the structure of the Next.js projects. And then tomorrow we are going to start again. We are going to go over what we need to build a front end Starknet using Starknet. I'm going to explain what all these components are again, and I'm going to explain different methods that I are going to be using this week and even in the chat. And if that okay, this is the end of the class. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.